Since Andrew and I have lived together for 4 years, I thought it would be... We've known each other for longer. We don't know how we met, which I think is the case with most of my close friendships. But we thought we'd take a walk down memory lane. Holy literal shit.
Bless you.
Bless me indeed.
Blessed day. Blessed be the fruit.
Under his eye. I wanted to take a walk down memory lane. Andrew and I get into, like, if there's anyone more unhinged than me, it's Andrew. But not in as, like, violent or in your face of a way. Like, he's like a subtle.
Like a low-key.
Yeah. You're like a low-key unhinged. And I'm just, like, unhinged, period. But no, we've been through so many random experiences together. We really have done, oh my God, so much together. And so I thought it would be funny to do like basically mini story times of all of these moments. And we don't know what the other, like,
yeah, we both like wrote down some memories.
We both sat in the game room that we haven't used and we wrote down, like our own memories. And do you want to go first? Should I go first?
Maybe you go first.
Okay.
Because I think you have a couple more than me.
Period. Okay, the first one, and I'm going to try and keep this as vague as possible, although I don't think it's going to physically be possible. Andrew and I went on a trip together for a brand. And
wait.
Do you have that one?
Yeah.
I'm so interested to see what you'll, like, we went through camera rolls. We went through private Instagrams. We went through, like, everything.
So we're not saying the brand? Or...
Warner Brothers. No, it wasn't Warner Brothers. But we went on a brand trip, and it was based around this movie. I mean, it was about the movie Annabelle. I don't remember, what is it, like Annabelle Comes Home? Annabelle
Comes Home, yeah.
Fucks us sideways.
Yeah. And
then puts a bag over our head. So we went to Connecticut for this brand trip, and we were honestly so excited. We were in, like, business class. We were, like, little business sluts going to the middle of nowhere, Connecticut. Do you remember the airport we landed in? We were like, where are we?
No.
It was, like, maybe 2 gates. It was, like, 2 fucking airplane gates.
Wow.
And so, yeah, we went on this brand trip to promote a movie, and it was, like, see, this is what pisses me off is that, like, all these bitches go to, like, Bora Bora for a brand trip, and they're like, we got massages and tans and $1 million. We go on a brand trip, and we're like, holy shit, this is our moment. We go to the...
Yeah, my first branded trip, like...
Literally, I was like, let's pack our bikinis, let's pack our fucking self-bronzer, whatever the fuck that shit is. No, we're going to Connecticut, and...
Nowhere, Connecticut.
Connecticut, comma, middle of. And so, yeah, we're promoting this Annabelle movie. We didn't see anything beforehand. We got no information.
Oh, I think, yeah. So, I mean, this is like it is like a fond memory.
This turned into a memory that, like, I am so glad we have. And, like, that it's also documented.
Yeah.
With so much footage that did not make the cut.
There were some moments where it's like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, like the time we were in the middle of a literal forest at 12:30 in the morning going to visit the Room of Artifacts with the real Annabelle doll. Once again at 12:30 in the morning.
Oh, and then when they showed us like live exorcisms. We were like in this dimly lit, like Troye Sivan, Ariana Grande music video, like
meets like Olive Garden party room.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so yeah, we get to Connecticut late. We land, and it's like going east is always like a bitch because you lose the whole day to travel. So we get there, it's late. We get to our hotel, and we're like, shit, we're being put up. Like we tried. Hotel was sexy.
That was. And
I
the food
had sex
was
that
good.
night.
You did?
Yeah, I straight up had a fucking booty call ready.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the night we landed, I had sex. And then the next morning, wow. I was just so high that whole trip, I realized. I like woke up and walked outside and like went to see our surroundings, which was just a bunch of brick buildings. I could not tell you.
Were we by a college?
I think so. Were we near Harvard? I remember there was a street called High Street, and I took a picture and a vlog clip of me smoking with High Street in the background.
And the brand made you edit it.
Oh, the brand,
right?
that was dead on arrival. The brand was like, get rid of that.
Oh, yeah, that was another part. Like, so much of our vlogs had to be edited out.
I have screenshots of the emails, and it's like just like 4 separate screenshots of notes.
Yeah, they had like 1,000 notes.
So that day we wake up, I obviously get high. We eat lunch, and then we're like, it's like a field trip. And so it was something very comforting. Like, okay, we're on a field trip. But then I remembered that 1, I'm not in school, and 2, I'm 26 at the time?
Yeah.
Like, I'm a full grown adult, and I'm being paid to be here. Yeah. Like, I'm fully being paid to be here.
And it's our group A walking in single file line.
Literally, though, it was
that
like,
was the energy.
It was insane. And so basically, we just like went to all. So we saw the movie, and then they're on the
great
bus.
movie, great work, Madison.
I was gonna say, only loved it because Madison Eisman was in it. But well, I also saw The Conjuring and The Conjuring 2 and like loved them. So I was like, this is gonna be sick. I don't really remember the movie, but we met the actual guy that the movie is based off of, like the ghost hunter. The actual dude was like leading us around for the rest of the day after the movie. So we go to a graveyard. We go from the AMC to a literal graveyard. Like a graveyard! Dead people that we have no idea who they are. We're like, blah, vlogging.
Sorry,
so inappropriate.
I am so distracted by Booger just going like ham on her punani Dasani right now.
Oh, she fucking puts the Dasani in that punani. She will just... It's like the noises that I wake up to at like 4 a.m. are disgusting. That being said, Booger, I still love you.
Anyways,
so much.
Annabelle.
Yeah. Anyways, so we're at a graveyard, and before we got off the bus, the brand people, I don't even know who was our chaperones. Once again, as adults, we had a chaperone, and she was like, be respectful of these people. This is their life. Like, this is their job. Like, you have to be respectful. We got off the bus, walk into the graveyard, and the guy's like, so you guys just film stuff and do that? It's like,
I forgot
he
about
like
his
totally
attitude.
degraded us.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was.
And I'm like, homie, you asked us to meet in a cemetery. He's like, this is the most haunted cemetery. So we're walking around. Andrew and I are like, okay, how do we turn this vlog into something? Because we're both being paid for a whole vlog, which sounds like, wow, you guys shouldn't be complaining. It is so much fucking harder than it looks when you can't even cuss in the video. And you're me.
And you have to be respectful of the
fact that it's like 3 p.m. and we're in a graveyard looking for...
Respectful of like the what? Like, I don't even know what to call it.
I'm like how are we supposed to be respectful when we are literally prancing
spirits?
all over
Like,
dead people?
Like yeah.
It's just like this whole thing is so ass backwards. So we then we go to this Olive Garden, like Ariana Grande, Troye Sivan, like set. And they show us live exorcisms that they filmed.
Okay, but first there was a buffet. And guys, they had like the best crudité. The broccoli was lightly steamed, and it was like the most game-changing thing. I think the celery was
talking
too.
about the broccoli.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, we're in this we're being held captive. There's like a priest and like a cop who are with us for some fucking
at our table, like sitting next to us.
It's like everybody has like their own table and friends, I guess. We got seated with the priest and the cop, which felt a little targeted. I'm not gonna lie.
And
so
we were in this. We are in this room because then we're splitting up into groups.
Yes.
And we were in the last group.
Yeah. And so we were in the dead last group. And so after that, we're just sitting there with the cop. And I did this great skit with the cop in the parking lot, like pretending to arrest me for vaping. Oh, yeah. That also got cut so fucking fast. And so then they're like, okay, it's your turn to leave Olive Garden jail.
Well,
and
okay.
so
there were 3 glasses of wine in between that.
Oh, honey, that was an open bar. I was...
Yeah. I feel like you left out a major detail, which was by the time I got there,
we were belligerent.
I didn't remember that much the next day. I mean...
At all. I had just vlog footage, and I was like, where were we?
I remembered it, but
so after we split into groups, we're the last group. We go to another graveyard. What the fuck? And this time, the graveyard, it was at sunset, on the deeper end of sunset. So it was getting fucking dark. And we're in a cemetery. And that was when I was like, I'm good. I have all the vlog footage I need. I'm done. And they were like, sorry, you can't leave. I was like, I just want to chill in the hotel. It's so nice. I have everything. After that, they take us to the room of artifacts. The room, that room that Annabelle's in the movie, the real one. We see, like, we're going there. It's in the middle of a forest. You can just watch the vlog, honestly. But the amount of shit we had to cut out was, I don't even, this feels like the most long-winded story I've ever told. This feels as long as that trip did.
Yeah. And we love the brand. And thank you so much, Warner Brothers, for working with us.
Yeah, thank you so much for working with us.
No, it was a really great trip. It was just kind of like...
It was a great
funny.
trip in hindsight.
In hindsight.
At the time, I definitely was, like, really sad and annoyed. Like, I was just like, I don't know where we are.
Yeah, it was a lot of, I don't know where we are. I don't know who we're with. I don't know.
Anything. Like, it was just a lot of unknown, but, like, us also being, like, the supernatural tour of the middle of nowhere. And I was like, just not, that's not my vibe. Just not my thing.
But the hotel food was very good and free. So.
And that's what we learned. All right, go. What memory do you have?
Oh, it's my turn.
Your phone's right there.
Okay.
Yeah, was that the worst story I've ever told? Because I think it was. It was like so much ADHD in that story.
Yeah. All right. We'll pick it up. So the first one I have.
What?
I think I found High Street.
Where? In Connecticut?
New Haven.
Yeah. Oh, New Haven. That's exactly where we were.
Yeah.
Village Cemetery nearby.
I couldn't tell
Probably.
you. I blocked
Is there
that
a college nearby?
Yeah, it would have been Yale.
Yale! That's what I knew it was one of those smart schools, and I was like, I should not be
I
here.
think I had a little...
You've had sex too on that trip?
No. But I had a little kissy kiss.
Whatever, Andrew.
All right. My first story time was moving from Cole Avenue.
Oh, how the... I mean, no, there's a reason I forgot this story. Oh my God, take it the fuck away.
Yeah, so moving out of our...
So this was the first apartment we lived in together when I moved to LA.
Yeah, and then we were moving into a house.
Yeah.
And so, oh my gosh, it was just so dramatic, like start to finish.
For no reason either.
Yeah, no.
Like, you know, it's just one of those things where like when you're moving, it's just a stressful time.
Yeah.
So I think that's what it boiled down to.
And there was a miscommunication.
Which was?
Chris came home drunk.
What? I
No.
mean, I can't like disagree because clearly I don't fucking remember.
Yeah, no. Yeah, and I remember you were like I've had like 7 shots or something.
I don't know why that needed to be brought in, but okay.
Well, just because I think okay, so it was like I had all the furniture because you had like just moved to LA,
Yeah.
and you didn't have any of the furniture.
I was like poor.
And so you could move yourself in just with your car, but I needed help and a U-Haul truck.
Well, no, I had a bed.
What?
I had a bed.
Oh, yeah. But you broke it down and then still
Yeah.
put it in your car. It was lighter weight than mine.
Sure.
Also.
Not that anyone's keeping track, but
Anyway, so yeah, there was some communication of like, it was like, we're moving in on this day. And
yeah, it was like when we just like wanted to do it in one like swoop, I think. I remember. Some of the story is we got into like a little tiff.
a little tiff. Yeah, because
I thought we were moving out on one day.
so Chris comes
Andrew
home
thought-
drunk, and then, yeah, I'm like, we'll move out Thursday. Like, Thursday will be our first night because that's when I have the U-Haul truck. And then...
But I didn't even know you were getting a U-Haul truck.
See, and that is where I got a little hurt because I'm like, well, think about it for a second. Like, we need a U-Haul truck. Like, how am I going to take the couch to the house? Like...
Clearly, I didn't have a couch to move
Okay,
before.
we can move past the little...
No, let's fixate on it. Let's get into a fight again.
Yeah, no, we can. Anyway, so then we're like in a fight and it's not good vibes.
It's bad vibes and silent treatment.
And, I still need his help to move all of our stuff. And my stuff. So I get the U-Haul truck the next day. This is after Chris already like went over and spent the first night in the house alone. So like drama, like weird vibes.
Yeah, that was weird. But like also I will say like when I'm like, okay, when there's like moving to be done, it's being finished that day. Like I am not good at like splitting that kind of shit up. I've gotten a little bit better, especially moving from the house we moved into in this story to the one we're in currently. I definitely did like multiple days and I was like a lot more lax. But I also, oh my God, the big stress about this
was
our lease was over in 7 days and we still didn't have a place to move into. And that was also a stress.
Oh, really?
Yes. Because remember, literally, we went with the house we went in because they were like so cool about letting us move in early and like, yeah, no, we literally were like, had 3 days left in our house when we signed the lease for our next one.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So there was like also a bit of that as well.
Anyways, so, okay, vibes are off. It's the next day. It's the day that we're like,
Officially
we're actually,
out.
yeah, officially moving. So I got the U-Haul truck and Chris is coming over to help. So it's silent, it's awkward, it's weird as hell, and we're just carrying heavy stuff to the U-Haul truck. Takes a couple hours. We load up the U-Haul truck. Let's
At
see.
like 10.
Yeah, no, it's dark.
And then I also hired a TaskRabbit to unload the truck because I was like, we can't do that.
Oh yeah.
was like-
He was like,
I was like,
fuck this.
I'll pay for it all. I don't fucking care.
And I was just like,
So at this point, we had the truck loaded, but now we had someone else relying on our time.
yeah, we had, helper en route to our new house, and then it comes time to turn the little U-Haul truck on to beep beep onto the house, and guess what? It did not turn on.
It's like 11.
no,
it's like
no.
10:30 at night at this point,
Because I left the cabin light on.
and the battery was
And the
dead.
battery died while we were loading it up for a couple hours.
Mm-hmm.
So then there we are at 10 o'clock, bad vibes, like Chris
Get worse.
like upset at each other, like,
But honestly, that's like what's that U-Haul breaking down was like what
that was
saved
kind of
our
like,
friendship.
yeah.
We both were like, listen, the shit we went through, we're both stupid. This is the real shitty moment.
Yeah, so then,
And
yeah,
then
that
honestly,
just
we were
sucked.
like, fine.
and then like, yeah.
Like then we got there and the guy was like, I'll pay you $200 extra to just stay there for your time.
oh yeah.
And it all
anyways.
worked out. Wow, I
Anyways, so
totally,
was that.
absolutely forgot about that. And now it lives on in forever. Lives on forever.
Oh, you go?
Yeah, I'll go. This one is a quick one. Lighter fluid in the backyard.
I was going to put that, but I didn't think you would want to talk about it.
Oh, bitch, it was number 2 on my list. I
Not
mean,
lighter
this-
fluid, nail polish remover.
No, it was also lighter fluid.
Okay, well, it was mostly nail polish remover because I remember being like, no, we should save a bottle because I want to have nail polish remover. And then,
So, yeah, we were trying to buy isopropyl alcohol.
oh yeah, was this in the pandemic? This
Ye-
was when, so like,
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
I mean, definitely this activity was brought into the pandemic if it wasn't. Like, I
Sure.
was a big lighter fluid fan. So I bought isopropyl alcohol to clean out my bongs. And I realized that I bought nail polish remover, which is like incredibly bad to clean out your bong with because it can like obviously bring bad chemicals into your lungs.
And does it even work?
I don't know.
Yeah, anyway.
So I ended up having like 4 things of nail polish remover, high fucking percentage of whatever the fuck's in it. And I was like, well, I'm not going to return these. That's so much hassle for like $10.
yeah.
So I naturally poked a hole in the lid and just started spraying them all around our concrete backyard and then lighting it on fire.
Yeah, I mean, it probably started like small. You were probably like, I wonder what would happen if I just like put some
Oh,
on the
it
ground
started
and lit it.
so incredibly small.
Or maybe it's like there was like a candle and you were like, huh, let me like squirt this on.
No, I did like a little thing on the ground and then I lit it with a lighter and I was like, oh, I love this.
Yeah, no, then it fully turned into like fire circle, like,
No, it got lit real fast. It got lit so fast. And then, yeah, I bought lighter fluid for a lighter I had that you had to refill. And then that came with like a little nozzle. So I would just like squeeze the can and like draw and spell my name and then set it on fire. I mean, it was all safe. There was so much concrete around me. Like I was in... Yeah, maybe I don't want to
Maybe
tell
this
this.
is incriminating.
The producer's like, stop talking. So I will. That was a joke.
that was a joke. That was
You
a
guys,
simulation.
we are gonna make it a game. If you guys had to guess which one was the lie, that one is it. I can't. My conscience is just too clear. Ugh. All right, go. Hurry.
All right.
Let's pretend nothing ever happened.
Um,
You're literally so scared. I say to the producer who's looking terrified.
the time I fainted in the coal hallway. Do you remember that?
No,
No.
you fainted.
Yeah,
Wow,
and I
I
had
think I
marks on my
blocked-
back for like a year.
I think I blocked that whole apartment out.
Oh my gosh, you don't remember this?
Like it sounds so.
I think it was like we were home alone and it was maybe like late at night and then I don't know what it was.
Oh, in the hallway in our apartment.
Yeah.
I thought you meant on the walkway. Oh my
Oh,
God.
no.
That I remember. You come out of your room and you're like, Chris. I was like, Andrew, you don't look so great.
Yeah, it started. It's like I think I was having some like health anxiety. I think I was like my hands, like there was something weird. I was Googling symptoms. I was like something wasn't right, and I was feeling like I was freaking out. And then I did, and so
yeah. So Andrew walks into this hall.
There was a time where I was like, oh, I don't know what's going on, but this is bad. I need to tell Chris.
You knocked on my door.
Yeah.
That's what it was. You knocked on my door. I'm in my bedroom. I was like, what? Like, it was late too. So I was like, what? I'm in bed. Like, I was like, and I opened the door and you are like gone. You're like,
yeah.
I was like, Andrew? And you're like, what? And then all of a sudden you like fall, like you start walking backwards. You hit the wall.
Yeah.
And then you just like fell. Yeah. We were home alone because I was like, what the fuck do I do?
Like, I cannot imagine like my roommate just knocking on my door and then like I open it and they collapse.
You looked like you saw Annabelle in real life. You were white as a ghost.
Yeah. And then
in the cemetery.
I wonder if they're still there, but I had these marks from my spine.
You had
on my
such
back.
bad marks. Lift up your back. Let's see if they're there.
Are they still there?
I mean, I can't see a fucking goddamn thing. No, like I can't see anything.
Oh. Is that any better?
No, not really, but
All right,
I feel like we'd know.
Yeah.
We'll check later.
Anyways, that was just a little quickie.
I totally. And if you're not watching, no, we did not just have an actual quickie. The story was the quickie. Oh, my next one I think we've talked about. You talked about in a video. We've talked about together in a video. It's
Hit us.
the bugs in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andrew had a jar in his bathroom.
No, okay. So I got some. I think it was wheat
berries.
Wheat berries. Yeah, I think it was
I don't
just
even know
wheat
what those
berries.
are, but I remember that being what it was.
Yeah, I just like had to. I was using them to like make what's that shit called? It's like a
Jello.
Rejuvelac.
Oh.
Just a lactic acid rich liquid for fermenting vegan cheeses.
One of those.
And something went wrong. I don't know what it was. There was a bug. I got a bug in my like grains, and
long story short, the
long
jar
story-
ends up in his bathroom.
Long story short, I put it into a different jar, and then later I realized there's more bugs. And so then I'm like, okay, I want to watch
leave
this.
my body recounting this. Like,
I mean, look, it's all enclosed. It's like all safe and fine.
I don't care.
So, and yeah, I'm a curious person. I want to know what's going to happen. I want to, it's life. I want to watch the life happen.
As the control freak with a giant bug phobia, hated this chapter.
Yeah, and I was getting so confused. I was like, do they need a little bit of water? Like, do they need like air? Like,
This is literally a 4th grade like science project that you go home with like mealworms and they turn into beetles.
yeah.
So
I never
yeah.
knew what they were.
No.
But I was interested in them, and I wanted to find out.
No,
And
I
wanted
definitely
to, like-
played landlord and evicted those motherfuckers. I was like, these have got to go. Andrew.
Okay. My dumb ass was like, I feel like they gotta be thirsty, so I dripped
Are
in.
you kidding
I
me?
dripped in a little bit of water just to see what would happen.
I would like people to know that this is within the last 2.5 years. The story takes place.
I'm a scientist. I want to see. Experiment.
Come
number
on,
2,
quirky
dripping into
girl on
water.
Instagram. I'm a scientist.
Anyways, the humidity created some mold, and then it sort of just turned into this large, moldy dead bug infested mess. And then we discarded. And then it had to go.
God, I almost regret bringing that one up. Like, that just put me through a whole new wave of drama.
It was really fascinating, and
No,
I,
it was. It, like,
enjoyed
wasn't.
all of the life opportunities that.
It brought you?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Fuck that.
Oh, right. The next one I have down is Death Valley car troubles.
Wait, this is kind of in tandem with mine, which was Tana and Jake's wedding.
Oh, is that when that happened?
That is literally when we should have known to turn the fuck around.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so we were driving.
Who's going to TanaCon?
So I am in my car, which is a 1997 Saturn. It's like a sedan, 1997. I got it for $450 cash a week after I moved to LA because I was like, you know what? I need a car. I'm poor. And I'm not about to get like a nice car. So I was like, you know what? A friend of a friend was like, oh, I have this car. My friend said you needed one, $450 cash. I was like, literally, I had sneakers, I guess, more expensive than that at the time, which is how poor was. No, I was still poor. I just had terrible money management. So I got this car, and it was like the AC blew air. Wasn't necessarily cold. The windows kind of worked, and it had a aux cord. So I was like, that was, I mean, through a cassette converter. It was like one of those situations. So we drove this to Las Vegas in the middle of summer for Tana and Jake's wedding, which that is like...
Wait, was it TanaCon or Tana and Jake's wedding?
Tana and Jake's wedding, because we would have gone through Death Valley to go to Anaheim for TanaCon, which was the other dumpster fire we went to.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So we're going through Death Valley, and there are signs that say, when you go when it's hot enough, there are signs that say turn off your AC for the next like 11 miles to prevent your car from like literally overheating. So we're already sweating. The air is doing nothing as it is. So we... Or wait, were we in my Jeep?
I think we were in your Jeep.
I think we might have been in the Jeep because I also had problems with that car as well.
Yeah.
I always think that car was great. No, that car was literally a bigger piece of shit than the 97 Saturn. Yeah, we were in the Jeep because I remember we had to open the windows.
Something went wrong with it. Like...
Oh, yeah, no, it like died.
Yeah, we had to like find a car place, and there were like no car places.
That was before Death Valley. That was
before Death
That
Valley?
was like an hour out of LA. I was like, we're already broken down. Yeah. Oh my God. When I would hit the gas, it like wouldn't speed up. Like the motor would go, but it like this speed. Anyways.
Horrifying.
Yeah. We're in Death Valley. Oh my God. I totally forgot about the whole breakdown an hour out of LA. Like
Death
that's
Valley
when
should not like
there shouldn't be a road going through them.
we should just like, yeah. It's like,
that's the time for the Hyperloop.
it's like giving me Mars vibes. It's like, let's just stay where we belong. I don't think Death Valley is a place we should be
having a road go through. But yeah, then I guess we'll get into Tana and Jake's wedding. That as a whole was just like a fucking nightmare. But we did, we went for the vlog. Like that was a great paycheck there. Okay. I'll fucking say it.
Mine didn't do as well as I wish it had, but I did upload a day later than Chris Klemens and Sarah Baska.
I forgot Sarah was there. Yeah. She was like the saving grace of that fucking event.
Yeah.
She is so funny. But we went to Tana and Jake's wedding because we got invited. And then we were like, yeah, this will be funny. I didn't think it would actually be as trashy as it was. So I wore a Prada suit. That was the biggest fucking mistake I've ever made. There were people there in like literal H&M, like, you know, those like straight boy jeans that have like those lines on the knee. Ugh, so many of those there.
I wore a women's blouse that I bought at Kohl's half an hour earlier.
Yeah, Andrew was like, I don't have a shirt. I forgot it at home. So we went to Kohl's and he was trying to find something interesting and found the Lauren Conrad collection and bought like a snake skin. Is it on your Depop still?
No, I was too lazy to list it. I think I like brought it.
He didn't love it, nor did he list it. So yeah, that is a memory. You can watch the vlog for that one. These are just long-winded stories, especially that one already fucking exists. But thank God you were there with me. Remember when we thought we saw Oprah?
Oh my gosh, there was an Oprah impersonator at
but
the
no
wedding.
one told anyone that it was an impersonator. There was just a woman who literally looked exactly like Oprah.
It was like the most acid trip shit ever.
That whole thing. It was like at a house covered in spray paint, graffiti.
I was like, I guess Oprah could be here for some reason.
Maybe she's doing like an investigative journalism piece on like Caucasians that are out of hand. Like, I don't know really what's going on, but I fully believed Oprah was there. Not Oprah.
Oh, and then they ran out of champagne.
I know. I was like, hi, if this is going to be an MTV production, can you get more fucking champagne? I forgot about that. It was like the Hunger Games, but like
not that far into the night.
No,
and then they ran out of water.
I don't remember that, but it makes sense that you remember that.
No, I trust you. I remember vlogging and being like,
thank God I brought so much marijuana to that event. I was like, can I smoke here? And then I was like, why am I asking that? Logan Paul's recording his podcast episode right there.
Oh my God. And then the after party was a shit show too.
Oh my God. fully left the after party with a plate of food in my hand and the fork, eating it while smoking a joint.
That my Instagram afterwards.
I remember.
I was like blinking, and the caption was, "I wasn't blinking. I had just seen enough." And it was like you, me, and Tana.
Andrew! I don't remember, but I'm so glad that you reminded me. I guess I'll just do like one more. The open house. So when we were leaving our old house, our landlord.
Oh my!
I'm gonna try and be nice because I'm afraid that they might still. Our last landlord made life very difficult for us. I consider us really good tenants.
Yeah.
We care about the house and we report problems that like we didn't necessarily cause, but we have found and are now dealing with, and stuff like that. So after our move out of our apartment, which you just heard about, we were like, let's have a month of overlap between our new place and our old place. That way we can like move, take our time, etc. So we tell our landlord, oh, and by the way, we move out during the pandemic. Like the pandemic has started.
This is like May.
Yeah.
This is like 2 months. Yeah.
Yeah, so our lease ends in June. We were like, hi, please don't show the house because of obviously the pandemic. We're planning to move out May 1. You have a whole month to then show the house. That felt very generous. They were like, no problem. Thanks for the heads up. This is like months in advance, by the way.
Yeah.
They're like, thank you. That's perfect. We won't show the house until May 1st. It's the fucking pandemic. No one knew anything about COVID. There wasn't even like COVID testing at that point. Like it was truly just such a new thing.
Oh yeah. It was like before we like realized that it wasn't spreading as much on surfaces. It was like.
Yeah, so like there was so little information about COVID,
still
and we were like,
wiping down our groceries.
we don't want strangers walking through our house in the middle of a fucking pandemic we know nothing about.
Yeah, well, so did you say so? Then it was all good, but then
it was all good, and then he's like, "Hi, so sorry, but someone needs to see the house like end of April," and we were like, "No." You said, or maybe it was like early April. He was like, oh, April 3rd, someone needs to see the house. And we were like, no, they don't. Like, we agreed on this. So long story short, he decides to pull all this bullshit. Like, I wish I brought up the text for this. Because, like, really, maybe we'll do this for a future episode where we'll, like, really get into it. But basically, he ends up holding an open house. Remember the agent who came by and was like, oh, you're not allowed to be having this many people. And he goes, you can get off my property now.
Fully like there. Oh, okay. So, I mean, there's so many. We just skipped over like so many texts. Fully, he's like,
well, according to the law, I can come by.
Yeah,
like, no, he's pulling out like legal bullet points.
Yeah, no. And we are also pulling out legal bullet points. We're like, no, according to the city's guide, like
we're pulling out the
according
Mayor
to
Garcetti,
the mandate, like
we're talking about Garcetti. He's like, fuck Garcetti, I don't agree with him. And I'm like,
he's like, that's not legal, that doesn't mean anything.
I'm like, your republicanism is showing. So
your lack of basic decency and respect is showing.
That's the thing, is like we were so upfront about what our needs were and they agreed.
Yeah.
And so I was like, your negligence and all of this is just really disappointing, like blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I'm so hurt by what you're saying. I'm like, we're hurt by what you're doing.
Yeah. Like,
so he holds a full super spreader house, like open house. This family comes who's an agent, and the woman's like, that you're not allowed to be doing this.
Well, no, someone comes and is like, can you sign these, like the very normal forms that we've been signing for every other house we've visited. You know, just like
I don't have COVID. If I get it, I'll tell people. Like,
yeah, just the basic forms. And he's like, no, leave.
She's like, you have to sign
this. It's like
this.
A whole family and
like
like an
you
agent.
Can get off my property. And I was like, okay.
And I'm like standing behind there, like, I'm like watching this and I'm like wanting to be like, I'm so sorry.
Literally,
like, help. Yeah.
I'm blinking. Please help.
So there's like 20 people walking around our house in like May 2020.
It's like a nice house. It was like a decent sized house, but it wasn't big enough for 20 fucking people in the middle of a brand new pandemic to be in. Inappropriate. So we're in my bedroom and there are these two black women who come in and my bedroom was like in the back of the house. There's only one way to get to it. And they were like, real talk, what do you think of the house? Like, is it worth it? And I remember peeking down out my bedroom door, down the long hallway, didn't see our landlord, and I was like, get the fuck out, run while you can. I am pretty sure he's a white supremacist, and he has made our life a living hell. Run. And she was like, oh shit. And she was like, thank God for you guys. Like, that is, I was like, yeah, not the place you want to be. I promise you, you can find so much better. The AC, he doesn't want to fix anything. That was
my God, he didn't want to fix anything.
There were holes in the
Sorry
window.
if you're watching this,
I
but
don't
like,
care. I'm not sorry. You know what? We were so fucking
Week
kind.
1, the glass shower shattered all over my naked body. And like,
They gave us a shower curtain.
and like, yeah, and like
And
that's
like
supposed to be my fault, like that it was installed improperly.
The house hadn't been lived in for so long, and the window, like the wood around the windows, was decaying to the point where like you could look standing inside straight out. Like just, and so we're like, hi, our house is set to 64 AC. It is 85 in here. And the AC has not turned off. Didn't want to fix anything. Hated that fucking place.
And
This should have been the rant. We
It was
really
like
should have gone with the landlord rant.
it was siblings, and he was so rude to his sister.
Oh my God. Yeah, she, like, the sister who was great. Oh my God. Delete that. Bleep that name. Bleep that name.
Yeah.
But she was so great. She was like trying to make things better. We were standing in the garage once, and she was like trying to like really offer her help. And he goes, only one of us talks.
Yeah, it was like one person. Yeah, he was like, she
was
literally
like-
started talking, and he was like, stop talking.
I was like, handmade vibes. Ugh, hated that place. Oh my God. And then a few months after we move out, we got one of my friends sends me an Instagram story from Kristen Bell, and she's reposting a picture of her and her girlfriends in our backyard. In the house.
Yeah.
I guess her friend lives in the house now. And literally, remember Garrett Watts was looking at this? Garrett Watts was looking at this house also, and the guy was like, oh, we have a YouTuber who's looking at the house, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, who? And then Garrett was asking us about it, and I was like, don't fucking do it.
If anyone is, if the
I don't care. No,
current tenant is, well, I just feel like I have a relationship with the current tenant now because I have accidentally delivered so many packages there and
So
had to
many.
go pick them up.
Yeah,
so it's like
same.
I like see her. She looks very nice, and
Oh, I haven't ever seen them. I just walk up to their doorstep looking shady, and then I.
oh my gosh, they look like an incredible.
It's my package.
family.
I'm not like.
Like they look just so healthy and like just like perfect family.
Well, good for them. Hopefully,
Beautiful
this place
kids.
doesn't ruin them like it did us. Cheers. Yeah.
But you can have the jade roller that like I delivered. I don't want to pick it up. I don't care about it. It was like $12. You can have it if you're watching. Anyways.
Okay, that was a way to end this.